This is Radio Free Cybertron, episode 796. Just a few episodes away from episode 800. Let's see, 800? Is that going to be Dawn's wedding?
It might be.
78, 99. Dawn will be married. So, Dawn, are you going to, go immediately on your honeymoon?
Yeah. It's so I will probably be missing
800?
episode 800.
Dawn, we need a special guest in Dawn's place. Let's think about that.
Jenny.
Yeah, Jenny would be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that we settled that pretty easy.
Cool. Okay, I'll ping her. Cool. Well, Dawn, looking forward to your wedding. Not looking forward to you not being here. We could just take the live stream I'm going to do and make that episode 800. The timing would work out. Would Christy be okay with that?
No.
Oh.
Hell no.
Okay. So, Chris, Matt, Rob, no diecast this week. Diecast is in a lunch dinner with his boss's boss.
A lunch dinner.
Work dinner. Yes.
So, Don, what if we frame this as
dinner.
A Patreon exclusive thing? Would she be more on board if she knew that we were getting some monetary we're getting some remuneration for the show out of the process?
It wouldn't be much.
Have you explained that it's episode 800?
Dononomics. We're Dononomicsing it.
Would she understand that you're leaving money on the table by not letting us do this, at least as a patron thing?
Okay, I can tell you this. She will probably say, "Are you making enough money to cover your funeral?" And then just sort of leave it at that.
Well,
insurance. You can have a lunch funeral.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
All right, well.
I need caffeine.
Or something,
or sleep. I've had a migraine all day. So. This will be fun. Hey, there's news to talk about this week. Going into this, I'm like, there's no big news item that popped up, but there sure was a big news item today. At least that a few of us consider it a big news item.
I mean, certainly something we can talk about.
Something that justified Chris doing an RFC News Desk episode.
Well, it's easier when I see something and the gears just start turning by themselves in my head. That's my ideal work state, where the work just happens inside and it flows onto the text document.
So the long and the short is in New Zealand, the new wave of the Velocitron Deluxes popped up, and there was a surprise. Due to data mining, we only had part of the string of the name, so it was Shadows.
Yeah, and there may have been a 10-character variation to Shadows Stry.
Yeah, but we assumed that it was Shadow Striker.
Yeah, the legacy character name that goes back 20 years, that was a BotCon exclusive and a prominent Cyberverse character that perfectly fits the string of characters that we had.
Yeah, but as it turned out, it's a new name for an existing character, or
concept
at least.
Yeah.
So G2 Drag Strip, but it's Shadow Strip.
Shadow Strip.
That sounds kind of dirty.
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to say anything, but since Diecast isn't here,
I hear
that deco is really good. Though.
I hear Shadow Strip, and I'm like, your friend's going to have to leave. He's drunk.
Yeah, the classics,
the classic Don. Sorry, that's an old joke.
Oh, that was from Don's previous life as a bouncer at a strip club.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. But yeah, Matt, so it looks good.
So this is our first hint that yes, we actually may get a G2 Stunnicon team, or we may just get the one. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I was thinking about this, and Chris's speculation is pretty much where I'm at. So basically, whenever they pitch these exclusives, for the most part, the people buying the toys, they want exclusives. they're not experts, they're not fans, but if you tell them that a toy isn't exclusive to Walmart, Target, whatever, that makes them happy.
Mhm.
So that gives Hasbro some latitude to like squeeze things in if they so choose. So they could like piecemeal this.
Oh
And-
yeah, it could go across different lines. You know, you could get one in Buzzworthy, you could get one in whatever's coming after Shattered Glass. We could see this over 5 different store exclusives.
Yeah.
Okay, but do you understand the fresh hell you've just described?
Yes.
Having to,
I'm worried enough
Fives.
trying to get the first one from Walmart.
I mean,
of all
yeah.
places.
Well, we've been going through this. We've been going through this for years between like Seekers or Insecticons or whatever. This just happens to be something that you're collecting, and it's going to cost like $200 to do it. And if you come out with like one missing, you're missing. You're just out. Like you don't have the whole thing.
Yeah,
so.
and see, like using Amazon as a reference point here, like there's a bunch of Amazon exclusives that have been solicited to Canada directly by Amazon Canada, and all of those pre-orders then got pulled out from under the people who placed them because, oops, there just wasn't the supply to send you.
Yeah.
If something like that happens again, like there's not a recourse for that. There's a bunch of our Canadian friends do not have the Conehead 2-pack because that was one of the things that fell victim to that. There's never been a chance to do that again without paying hundreds of dollars on the secondary market to get American ones.
The only justification or even support that I can throw Hasbro's way is if they're not pitching this as collect them all,
Mhm.
and you're just buying them in the hopes. There's no promises here so far. I can understand that. But if they started pitching us that this is going to happen, then they didn't get us all 5. That would be
bad.
Yeah.
Because I mean, where would you even get Motormaster from?
Pulse.
I mean,
Pulse.
I guess that'd have to be the only one because Jetfire is the only commander that's come out in like its own capsule, right?
Yeah, it would be Pulse. Like hands down, there is no question. Pulse would be the one place they could go with that. Which thankfully there is Pulse in the UK, so people on that side actually have a direct line for that now. If that was to go that way, where a couple of years ago, if they had done something like that, anybody outside the US or Canada would be damn well out of luck.
Yeah, and it could just be this is a one-off.
Right. And so to your point, Brian, the person who found this in Crasher noted that in the instructions for Shadow Strip, there is no reference to forming a Menasor with it.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the Velocitron box does not have any, 1 out of 5 or whatever language on it. Now, that being said, Wild Rider's instructions, unless I missed a panel somewhere, also does not have any reference to forming Menasor. So,
yeah, I mean, that I didn't realize that. I just assumed that it would. But yeah, no promises.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what the thing is? It still works. You can still use it in your Menasor. It's going to be mismatched, but you can.
Yes, but I don't want this to be the only one of the
G2 nobody does.
Like Breakdown is the prettiest of the G2 Stunicons.
Yeah,
in my opinion. You're like, I
mean
that one.
It's the classic, yeah. It's the classic. I think Dead End and Wild Rider also are very nice looking in G2. They just don't have that like iconic status, which I think Breakdown only has that because of BotCon 94.
Yeah, like I'll never own a real G2, Menasor.
Very few people will.
Very few people do. Like there are very few of them. But like the Combiner Wars one felt entirely insufficient. This is a make good if they can do it. I'll be very happy. I'm still disappointed that we didn't get a G2 Defensor. Because Combiner Wars Defensor is very good.
There's a lot of stuff we didn't get that we should have gotten Combiner Wars, but then we got a lot of stuff.
We got a Lyokaiser. We got a Lyokaiser somehow.
Well, we got something they call Lyokaiser, but
it's good.
It's good, but it's not Lyokaiser.
It's not Lyokaiser.
Damn pretty though. I'm looking at mine right now.
Mine. If you're watching video, over my left shoulder, there's a bunch of crap in the floor. Those are combiners that are just
Lyokaiser. Leo Kaiser and King Poseidon standing next to each other, beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Eventually, someday I'll still get a Leo Kaiser. Eventually, the G1 Leo Kaiser.
Hey, Vendo, thanks for selling me your Leo Kaiser cheap.
Vendo's awesome.
He is.
Okay. So, yeah, we know nothing else about G2
Right.
Dinosaur other than this.
The other toy in this new wave is Crasher, which is the Earth mode Mirage with the toy-based head in GoBot Crasher Deco. And since we can see the box for it now, we know for sure, yes, they're selling this as Crasher.
Nice.
Is the picture of Crasher included here?
Yeah, there's some in the article. I only put a few of those in there because we had seen leaked pictures before. I don't think there's a box picture. For that, I had to zoom in on the one photo that's the store shelves.
There she is. Duh. Like the for whatever reason her head's cropped off and the
So I set the article to display in thumbnail mode because it makes all of them square. The pictures were various dimensions and orientation, so it would have been untidy, and it bothers me. If you look at the last picture in that set, though, it's a picture of the store shelves, and you can see Crasher's box on the shelf in like the upper half.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do we know which figures from Wave 1 are reshipping with these?
We know Clampdown's coming back, and I think someone said Road Rocket is too. I don't know if that's a complete accounting of what the second assortment is going to be, or if we're going to see like Burnout again, for instance.
I really hope that neither Shadow Strip or Crasher are packed one per case. Like I am so done with that.
I wouldn't imagine that would be the case. Certainly if anything was going to be one per case, it'd be Clampdown again and Road Rocket, since they're repeat toys. That's almost always how the case assortments work when you're pulling new toys into the next wave.
Cool. Well done.
Oh, sorry, Brian. I'm having some issues with my other windows. I'm not sure what is going on, so I had to close the chat. So I apologize to the chat. I don't know. I just kept getting the blue circle of death, so I just had to close all my other windows.
TFRadio.net/Discord.
So I apologize for closing out that. Not trying to be rude. I just don't know why it just went into not responding.
So what were you going to say?
Oh no, that was it. I just wanted to let the chat know if I'm not trying to be rude.
Okay, hang on. I'll add that to the show notes.
Don can't. So for the handful of people watching live, for all the people listening to this after the fact, Don wasn't in the chat. So just letting you know.
It's not going to be the same next month when Don's on his honeymoon.
Because our internet on the ship is going to be.
It certainly is one of those shows. I can hardly tell Diecast isn't here.
Yeah, I know, right? So okay. So next news item, we have a description for the Voyager and Wave 2.
Yeah.
Which is Hot Rod. Yeah, based on Studio Series 86.
But this one, from the way the description reads, sounds like it's going to be like specifically toy deco.
Yeah.
Which is like the most boring of all the possibilities there were.
So,
by all the possibilities, I mean that versus like one of the black redecos.
Yeah, the same toy you have, only a lot more red.
And probably with like sticker tampos.
Yeah, like there are a couple of really interesting ways with that hot rod they could have gone deco wise, which I
eHobby.
Yeah.
eHobby
So
/
pretty.
IDW.
So pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got it. I like it. Toy colors doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bother me, but it's not something I need specifically.
Yeah, it's not going to bother me because I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah,
I want to get it. I just don't know that. I just don't like. I'm not like hankering for a different deco. I'm going to get it out of
so
obsessiveness.
I think where me and Matt are with wanting a specific other deco on this is the deco itself. Remember eHobby Dark Rodimus, the masterpiece? the black and the turquoise, a little bit of purple, I think, on there too. It's a super, super pretty toy. It's also a toy that will self-destruct itself just, because it has the unfortunate happenstance of existing. And that deco has not been repeated on another official toy since then. There's been opportunities. Like we had Power of the Primes, the Nemesis Rodimus, that could have had that. Instead, they went more of a shattered glass thing, just basic black and purple. And in IDW, when they switched from More Than Meets the Eye to Lost Light, Rodimus in that repainted himself in colors very much like that. So they could have used that as the reference point for this recolor. And one of the rumors that was going around about this Velocitron hot rod was that it was going to be IDW inspired, which obviously has turned out to not be the case based on the description, but that's kind of what we were thinking they were going to go for.
Or there's also the much longer shot. My personal wish was a redo of the old club toy where they just repainted him blue and
Sideburn.
Sideburn.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Yeah,
that
would nice.
Have been perfect for Velocitron too.
Yeah,
you're exactly right. Okay, that
Damn it.
I am mourning that failure. That was
yeah. See, that just proves we need at least 2 more redecos of Studio Series Hot Rod.
Okay.
Don't let us down, Hasbro.
I love Studio Series Hot Rod. It's a fantastic little toy. I love all the choices. I love the choices they made with it. Just I want it in a more compelling deco than toy versus
than just Hot Rod again. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it can be Hot Rod again. Just be dark Hot Rod.
Give it a goatee.
No, that's shattered glass. That's specifically what I don't.
That's
want.
a different subline.
No,
that's a different subline.
What Rodimus Unicronus? What was
that was Power of the Primes, and that was shattered glass inspired.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what it was.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. That was Nemesis Rodimus I was talking about before. Rodimus Unicronus.
Okay. Moving on.
We're very passionate about our desired hot rod redecos around these parts.
Yeah.
So okay. I can't believe we're talking about this, but we are.
Yeah.
This is for the people who collect. It's licensed, so it's news.
Yeah.
Transformers Autobot and Decepticon 24-karat gold plated set of medallions, $26. So in my mind, I don't want to say it's crap, but it's crap. This is something I would never, ever buy. But for the one of you out there who wants this, Zavvi.com has it for $26.
I made the joke in pre-show that these were just Autobot and Decepticon power coins, and boy, I wish these were Power Worker compatible.
Yeah. I might actually buy them then.
So describing more than meets the eye, and it says Decepticons attack. I should say Megatron attack. But it's
wrong generation.
Yeah, so more than meets the Autobot one says more than meets the eye. Autobots roll out. So a coin, you have the obverse and the reverse. I only see one side unless both sides match, and in that case, that's really lame. It looks like both sides match.
I mean, they do call them medallions,
not coins. That's true.
Yeah. Also, I want to highlight the product copy here, where it notes how they're a limited series of 1,984, which was the year the first movie came out.
They said that?
Yes. Read the product copy a little bit down the page.
Wait. Okay. So the year is 2005, based on the designs from the 1984 movie. What designs?
That's not the important part, though. Like they're saying that Transformers the movie came out in 1984.
I mean,
it should have been a limited edition of 1,986.
The person who wrote this up probably wasn't paid for it. Like my guess is they're an intern.
Well, they should have made 1,986 of them. Then everything would have agreed.
Yeah. This is so bad. Okay. Okay, EarthSpark will debut November 11th on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
Yay. That's according to Instagram. I am very happy with Paramount Plus. I am.
Well, I mean, of course you're happy with it. It's full Star Trek.
It is full, like I've been a fan of Paramount Plus.
Full of Star Trek.
Yeah.
Like people are like, well, I would never get Paramount Plus. Why do you have Paramount Plus? I've had it since the beginning, and I love it.
I got Paramount Plus specifically to watch Strange New Worlds.
Same.
And I've kept it up
regrets.
because I've kept it up because
regrets.
Lower Decks and stuff, and also the Good Fight's coming back or is back as of this week. I forget. So there's stuff on there to watch.
You watch that? Kim
Yeah.
loves it. Kim loves that.
I was watching The Good Wife too since its first season, and like I think I missed out for a year that they had done a follow-up series after that ended, and then it's like, oh hey,
I'll let her know. She'll like, why do you know that? Chris.
I think we actually talked about this before when the last time I was there.
Oh, okay. I was like, remember how XV really likes that show? Well, it's back. And that'll be what she's watching tonight. Okay. Well, that's cool. So November 11th, I'll watch that. So my goal, one of my dreams has been to like catch up on a lot of the stuff that I've not watched, like from the Star Wars cartoons, some of the Transformers stuff that I haven't paid full attention to with the kids. But the kids just want to watch Chucky. So, yeah. So, maybe I can watch EarthSpark with them. I've told the story before, but I'll tell it again. Star Trek Prodigy is the one made for kids. My kids hate it. They love Lower Decks. Love Lower Decks. They talk about Mariner like she's their best friend. I love Lower Decks. Okay, so
there's a new episode of Lower Decks tomorrow. Like
yes,
it's good.
yeah.
Except for all the ways it sucks. Anyway, what?
Takara's 1984 World Fair catalog. Why would Takara?
Yeah.
Why would Takara have a World Fair catalog?
Well, I guess this is what they were calling their Toy Fair analog at the time.
But is it?
What this apparently is?
Oh my god!
It is one of the print materials that helped convince Hasbro to make the Transformers.
This is amazing.
Yeah. So there's several pages that are reproduced here, and just a few of them have car, robot, and Microman content on them. But like it's early pre-Transformers stuff, including a different deco for Powered Convoy.
And it shows that Alan had posted it, and I'm like, he has this, but no, he's linking to something from eBay. I'm like, I need to talk to him about that if he owns it. He doesn't. Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Uh-huh.
I need to download these pictures and archive them.
Or just like go find the eBay listing and buy it.
How much is it?
I have no idea. I didn't look. It's probably expensive.
Starting bid was around 4,000.
Okay. Call John.
Oh yeah, this is like right up John's alley.
Yeah.
I tweeted that to him when I saw it the other day.
Did he say anything?
I hadn't got a reply back.
Okay. Perhaps you killed him.
How much does Diaclone Devastator run for, Don? Do you know? I have a much better idea of how much Raiden costs.
Diaclone is never Proto Transformers has never really interested me to the
only one that really interests me is Devastator, because I love it. I just love the colors on it. And so that's here in the catalog, of course. This is beautiful. I need this. I'll just save the pictures.
Hopefully, like there is a fan or a fan adjacent enough with the deep pockets to buy this who will be interested in archiving it for general consumption.
Okay, so my question is anyone bid on it? And no, at $4,500. And that's not surprising. The seller also only has 49 feedback. What are they selling? So they're selling a Diaclone Ravage. They're selling Diaclone stuff.
And Microman, apparently, if there's a Ravage.
Yeah. And an 1866 nickel. Or actually, is that I can't. Is that a? Is it? So there's certain coins that have. Is that a half dime? I think it may be a half dime. It says 5 cents. Half dime is just a very specific coin that's separate from a nickel size. Their face value is the same, but they're different. Never mind. I'm just looking at this stuff. Oh, he's got a Shockwave that is AFA graded. Why am I talking about his stuff on? But like an AFA graded Shockwave. That's nice. Okay, it looks like the seller is a legit seller. 4,500 is quite a bit, but I don't know if anybody out there who is into this is willing to spend that much on a catalog.
So in the past, when rare print materials like this have gone up, it hasn't been uncommon for a group effort to
buy
be
it.
done and provide it to someone who will do this archiving.
Yeah,
but
but
this is way steeper than I'm aware of any one of those projects having gone before.
I think AllSpark did a buy on a Toy Fair catalog. It was like what, $600 or $700, something like that.
Yeah, again, this
That's
is way
out.
different league.
But like the thing is, the collectors who buy this stuff, they'll drop $5,000 on a toy.
Yeah,
That's. But like I guess it just is different being a catalog. You look at the catalog, it's in fine shape, especially considering the vintage and the fact that nobody probably ever intended on saving it.
Yeah,
but it's not like pristine or anything like that. So or even authenticated. Like that's something as well. There's like nobody has gone in and authenticated that it's legit. I'm certain it is, but it's a little iffier dropping $5,000 on or $4,500. $4,500 on a catalog instead of like a battle convoy or something.
Looking through the thread, it's also not the only copy in existence because the Space Bridge actually has a copy of this catalog already.
Not surprising then.
Oh, okay. So Anani TF found at least one listing for a box Diaclone Devastator, which is priced at $2,500 or best offer, presumably unsold. So the value is probably somewhere below that.
Cool. Thank you for looking that up. That's something that I've always wanted, and that's like if I could piecemeal one, I would consider doing that. I would rather them just do a knockoff. I don't want to spend that much money. Like piecemeal one, if maybe like a couple hundred here and there.
It's almost surprising that when Takara did reissues of the Constructicons, they didn't do a Diaclone release of them.
They did an anime color Devastator.
Which, how much difference even is there in that?
Minimal.
They're still viable too because we're getting Tonkastator.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Or Tonkinator.
Tonkinator.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man. Okay. What else? What else do we have going on?
Anyway, old catalog stuff like that's cool to look at.
Oh yeah.
So, Chris, for whatever reason, the subject, the title of this one is throwing me. With the Master Force, you too can transform. What is that?
That's like the tagline from Master Force.
Was it? With the Master Force, like the definite article, the Master Force.
Well, you have to remember, like
translated.
Yeah,
Okay.
The way Japanese works, it's grammatically makes more sense probably the original.
But it's the transforming costumes they have at Sam's Club. Kim saw them this weekend and sent me pictures. They're cool. So, let me pull up pictures. So it's what, Bumblebee and Optimus. Was there a Megatron? I can't remember.
I only remember seeing Optimus and Bumblebee.
I should go look at the pictures Kim sent me. Okay, so full browser. Yeah, it's just a little transforming costume.
Yeah, you can take out the boxy elements to doesn't transform then, but it's easier to wear.
Yeah. It just looks really cool. And I think it was $50 is what these cost. Yeah, $49.98.
Yeah. These aren't like entirely new. This is probably like a new style for this season. But we've seen costumes like this in years past.
Yeah. Just neat.
Mm-hmm.
We lost on.
Yeah, he sent a text message. Let's see what he said. Having issues. We'll be back as soon as possible.
He's no longer in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, so an update from Diecast.
Oh,
He sent me a picture of the menu of the restaurant with a queasy emoji. And
expensive.
I thought that,
Oh, okay.
but I saw it was Mexican food. And I'm like, I can't remember Diecast ever eating Mexican food in front of me. It's like, don't you like Mexican? You don't like Mexican? He's like, no.
Oh dear.
So I guess he is not.
Maybe he can get the chicken fingers.
It's like, can I look at the kids menu? Oh, okay. So, what else? Officially licensed. Oh, this is creepy. Officially licensed Dark of the Moon Megatron voice changer mask in high-end baby figurine by Killer Body. High-end baby figurine. That's the show title.
Yeah.
God, that's so crazy. So Hasbro China Taobao website. I bet Diecast has been there. Oh.
Yeah, I tried loading the Taobao listings, but Taobao now apparently requires user registration to view product pages.
Let's see here. Oh, here we go. This is creepy. Like, I especially like this picture here, like with the light shining straight on. That is, like, if you're into, like, the Bayverse design, that is, like, and I'm not, but that's, like, pretty killer. That's, like, from, like, a likeness perspective. Like, this looks way better than, like, that Hollywood deal that GameSpot had for the G1 Megatron. This looks way better.
Yeah, I can only imagine like they used the 3D model assets from the movie itself to do the milling for the tools.
Oh god, that little baby thing is so creepy. Like if I ran into something that looked like that, I would stomp it. Like I would try to step on it. It just looks so horrible, but horrible in a creepy way. Not in a, I mean, it's nice looking for what it is. It even has the tarp clothing thing that Megatron had, the cape poncho deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird that Dark of the Moon is the one they went after. But of all the Megatron designs from the movies, that was my favorite. Huh, okay, cool. I'm certain Diecast will buy these. What's the over-under on Diecast buying these?
I think it's pretty over.
Yeah.
I think he's doing that. It is your favorite animated character and your favorite legacy character. And considering Legacy is a toy line, and I don't think of it in terms of like characters in fiction so much, I don't know that I can answer that.
Yeah, when I made my selections, I just substituted the word toy for character in that field.
Like I don't know who my favorite.
That's probably the intent.
Yeah, I don't know who my favorite animated character is. They're all so good. Like I want to say Ratchet.
How do you pick between Lockdown and Lugnut?
Lockdown. I don't remember if Lockdown was actually on the poll. You could do it as a write-in though.
Yeah, and who made a poll and didn't put animated Lockdown on there?
I don't know. Huh.
You can vote for Captain Fanzone though.
Okay, yeah. Where's the link? Where's the link to the poll?
This is why I hate machines.
Yes. So great. Oh. How do you but like where's the link to the Google form? Is it on?
That's a good question. Let's see.
I
Let
need
me
to vote.
kill my bandwidth for a minute.
You're recording your locally, right?
Yes.
Excellent. We need
35 minutes and counting.
We'll need that. Okay, but yeah, so I need to vote. Do your part and vote. You get a sticker? No? Okay. Who wants to go with what they got this week? Dawn. Oh, right. Dawn's not here.
Oops.
I'm betting that Dawn doesn't show back up for the show. The rest of the show. That's my guess. Cool. Okay. Matt, did you get anything?
Okay, so I got really quick. I got Marvel Legends Toad. He finally came. So
What happens when it gets struck by lightning?
the same thing that happens to everything else, Brian.
Okay.
And I finally got Legacy G-Axis.
What do you think?
Well, he's really freaking good, isn't he? Like it's ridiculous. He's a lot bigger than I thought he was going to be too. Like he is a decent sized figure, and you know all the panels and everything close up, so he doesn't have great big empty arms or legs, and just he's really nice. I didn't even notice until today that he has articulated fingers
For no apparent
Yeah.
reason either.
Yeah. Super happy with that. That's all I got.
Cool. Chris, you get anything?
I don't think so.
Rob, this could be a short show.
I got the next volume of Dragon Quest Adventure of Dai, and that is it. That's all.
Okay, cool. So I got my Shattered Glass Blaster. And again, I just want to reiterate that the Shattered Glass box was formerly a thing of absolute total beauty. But I'm glad that I opened this stuff now because the new ones, again, do not fit because of the windowless. I'm not complaining. I'm just pointing out that minus the window and now with the cardboard being thinner, it's just lost all the luster and beauty that
Yeah, I
this
was
design was.
when I got Magnus last week. I was surprised how thin that cardboard is.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to opening it. It looks nice. I just haven't had a chance yet. Kim found me my Legacy Wild Rider. So I'm finally caught up on the deluxes. Again, haven't had a chance to open it. And the last thing that I got, I think I even mentioned this on the show recently, maybe last week or week before. And just so happens that one popped up. It is a G1 Optimus Prime Soaky.
A what?
Nice.
The shampoo bottle.
Oh, okay.
The stickers on it are really rough. But also I didn't pay $200 for it, so
Oh, that's good.
like yeah, so the stickers are rough. It looks fine at a certain angle. So I'm fine with it until I can get something better, but it's a nice stand-in. And it's something I've been wanting for years, so I got it.
Nice.
I think that's it. I think that's all I got. Yeah, okay.
Well, that's a problem. We're not even getting an hour out of tonight's
Just say
show.
we've got to stretch this out for 20 more minutes.
We don't have to.
I did catch a Legacy Galvatron on Amazon for about $30 on the sale
Did you get it?
since last week. Yeah.
I love that toy. It's not hard to find.
I mean, it's hard to find for a price I'm willing to pay, considering I have 2 instances of the mold previously already. The only problem is, like, it's subtle, so I didn't notice immediately, but exactly half of the nylon parts are discolored on it.
Really? Great.
Yeah, it's interesting. Half of each leg, half of the torso pieces, they're slightly a different tone than the adjoining pieces. It's subtle, so I didn't notice immediately, but now that I've seen it, I can't not see it, and it's kind of driving me nuts.
That sucks.
But in principle, it's nice since it's got the clean deco and the fixed shoulders and everything.
Yeah. I have to say, my just general lack of not even care. It's like even the ability to notice things that subtle means that it doesn't bother me. So, but if
I wish I could live like that.
But if I see it, then it will bother me. But yeah. Okay. So, of course, I want to thank our patrons at the Touched tier. You can go to patreon.com/tfradio and sign up. If you're a patron at the Touched tier, you can be on our History on the Fives podcast. And of course, we will mention you guys on the show each week. But even if you're not, there's still perks. We have content that is exclusive to our Patreon. And also, if you are a member of our Patreon, you get an advertisement-free podcast. So, but our patrons, the Touch tier: Kevin Dorsey, Ryan Bona, Emmett Sresovich, Rabbits, Hector Bones, Ness, Joey Russell, Jay Rye, Sean Hamilton, Jacob Owen Lucia, Sean Bratton, Spider Bob, Tyrell Gwen, Rick Mahurin, and Rick, I'm sorry I've been slow in responding to you on Twitter, Blake Reynolds, Jason Tate, Eric Griffin, Angel of Investortron / Cybertron Toys, and Shauna Williamson. Thank you all so much. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate it. Again, if you're a patron at any tier, you get an advertisement-free podcast. The ads are pretty unobtrusive, I gotta say.
Yeah, I heard one today doing the final proof listen to the News Desk episode, and I mean, it's exactly what you'd get like on a YouTube video if you don't have ad block.
Yeah, and also, it's not us doing a horrible read for like an ad that everybody does each week.
I mean, if we were going to do that kind of thing, we would, try to work with companies that would give us some flexibility in how we do the ad read so it could be fun.
Yeah.
Lean into the terribleness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, our Amazon link at tfradio.net/Amazon. You can buy whatever. I recently, I subscribed to a couple things, and I'm very excited that on Monday, my next shipment of Rockstar will be here.
So, you know what Amazon has started getting in stock this past week or so?
Nope.
The new Playmate Star Trek figures. I have an Admiral Kirk and Captain Spock on order right now. They charged me for Kirk last night, I believe. So that should be here in time for next week.
Friday.
I
can have Spock by Friday. And it's, oh my gosh. And that is the Wrath of Khan. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so they have some of them for the SRP, which is $12.99. Others are $15.99 and seem to have farther out shipping dates.
Is it
Khan, I think, is on the farther end.
Is it wrong that I don't want Saru? And I love Saru.
So I ordered Kirk and Spock. I'm gonna wait until I have a chance to see the other ones in person before I decide to buy them.
Oh my god.
Hey Mickey actually has Burnham and Saru already. Apparently Amazon shipped those very quickly because I told Mickey about them as soon as I ordered Kirk, and I still don't have my Kirk. So Mickey's assessment of them is that like they're theoretically the same scale as the old Playmates figures, but now they have human proportions instead of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle proportions, as Mickey put it. So, like, technically the same scale, but visually still are not going to exactly fit in with your old collection.
I've ordered the same two that you ordered.
The correct ones, yes.
Yeah, the correct ones. What I really need, though, is that barrier, from the core.
You need a bit of acrylic to put between them.
Yeah, and
which I mean you can do that. Go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby, get a little piece of acrylic, transparent acrylic. Just get that and set it up, and you can do that only a few bucks.
And a Scotty.
Well, yeah, you need Scotty too, I guess. But I mean, for the crux of the scene, though, you just need the Kirk and Spock and the clear wall.
Yeah, I need Kirk, Spock, Bones, and Scotty, and the clear wall.
I mean, they might get around to Scotty and Bones. Yeah.
So, just real quick, slide aside. I did get the DVD-ROM of like the classic Star Trek comics over the weekend.
Okay.
Like the Gold Key stuff through the DC stuff. Because I've been wanting to read that. There's not really good collected editions of them. So I got that, plus a collected edition of the newspaper comic strip that I didn't even know existed. So,
neat.
Yeah, so I'm excited about reading those eventually. But let's see here. Diecast is not here. He is at Diecast2 on Twitter. Don is not here. He is at HMRC, the number 4 EVR. And if you want to get him like a couples massage or
An extra scoop of shrimp.
Extra scoop of shrimp for his honeymoon. You can go to tfradio.net/honeymoon, I think, and you can still contribute to that. We're excited. Yeah, it looks like that. Yeah, you can still do that. So you can buy internet on our Carnival cruise. Don doesn't have internet. Somebody hasn't bought him internet yet. So, what do they have? They have like couples mini golf or couples coupon clipping or something.
Boy, that's a wild variance in activities there.
Oh, quite a few people have supported them. That's awesome. But tfradio.net/honeymoon.
Can we get them like a rock wall climbing experience or something?
I've still got video of where Diecast is doing that with my nephew. That was a fun
Yeah.
day. Yeah. Don did not participate in the rock wall climbing.
No.
I didn't either. So
No, neither did I.
yeah. Let's see here. John DeLuna's not here. He is at that John D everywhere. I actually also buy a shirt, tfradio.net/shirt. And Rob Springer not here. Zonebase.org or Robo Rob Springer on Twitter. I'm at bkilby on Twitter. Chris, how do people get a hold of you?
Well, I always recommend people to come join our Discord at tfradio.net/Discord. I'm in there much of the time, even if I don't seem to be.
Same.
But Don's not in there right now.
No, Don is not in there right now. Don had to close the chat. So yeah, tfradio.net/Discord. Come find me there, hang out with me and the rest of the regulars. It's a pretty cool place. For toy photography stuff, you can check out my collected works at playwithphotography.com. Also for random photos when I am able to do them, at Play With Photos on Twitter. If you'd like to throw some support my way, you can do that either through Patreon at patreon.com/playwithphotos for a couple dollars a month, or by just sending me random things from my Amazon wish list at tfradio.net/chrislist, which has the added benefit of giving a little bit back to the show with every purchase.
Cool. Rob.
Okay, I can be found on Twitter at Rob Flails. That's the Twitter for Flail Throughs, my YouTube channel, where I mostly do Gundam gaming. I have discovered over the last week or so that the real holdup to doing longer form videos is leaning into the microphone. So I'm going to get a new stand that is better at getting the microphone to my face where it belongs. Because just leaning to my right for like an hour does not do my spine much good. So gonna get a new stand. But so for until that happens, it's going to be Gundam Battle Operation 2, because that's nice bite-sized videos that I can take a break from in the middle and wait for my neck to stop trying to kill me. But if you like what I'm doing over there, patreon.com/flailthroughs, you can throw money at me for it and make requests. I just, since we're in the first half of the month, I just got a bunch of new requests I'm going to start working on soon. And the game updates every week with a new mobile suit and other updates. So, and if for some reason you'd want to send me anything, tfradio.net/playlist lets you do that. And the new Playmates Kirk and Spock are probably the top things on that wish list right now, I think.
Cool.
Oh, so not to cut anything off, Wheeljack64 just shared a picture. We don't know for sure if it's legit, but it might be the Velocitron hot rod
Well, let's pull that up.
in terribly low resolution, but you can kind of see what they're going for.
Let's see, I think I'm in her Discord. Maybe I'm not. Let me see.
The only thing that gives me doubt about this is I'd expect the shins to be dark gray instead of red. But maybe I'm misremembering exactly the color breakdown on Hot Rod's G1 toy.
I thought the shins were red on that. I'm not sure. I'll have to
Okay,
The
well,
or-
I mean, it's a lot less attractive that way. Anyway.
The orange matches is the only thing I can catch. It looks to match. Okay, awesome. Well, we will see you next week. Have a good one.
Yep, red shins.
Bye, everybody.
Red shins.
Recording stopped.
Okay.
Oh, Chris found
What
link
they
to
do?
a custom. Found a link
Oh.
to a custom.
It's
In
the sideburn.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Somebody shared that in the Discord.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Now
Just-
I'm really sad.
Yeah, just Matt. I know
It
you're
looks
not
good.
usually in the Discord, so I shared it in the internal
I
chat so you
appreciate
can
that.
see it.
Yeah. Because my bandwidth would not handle video and audio and the Discord. There's no way in hell.
I can at least have the Discord chat going while I'm on here, and it doesn't seem to be that big of a problem.
I'm trying to figure out if Hot Rod has a new head sculpt or just looks like it because the visor's down.
I think it's just because the visor's down.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if there was mold changes on it, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that I kind of like this. Like,
I'm-
I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just disappointed it's not something I would have wanted more.
I
Yeah.
agree, but just I like that mold. I don't know if I feel like I need two of it, but yeah, I kind of like it.
Certainly not two that are that technically similar.
Yeah. I have a feeling they'll probably look a little less similar in person just from
Mhm.
the, drastic difference in just values. Looking at the maroon and orange on just like straight across from me on the stack.
Yeah.
Hey,
but-
so real quick, people watching live, I'm going to kill the stream because I'm having some technical issues again. So
Oh,
we'll see
good night,
ya.
everybody.